Good morning and welcome to Stock Market Math. Today we're going to be playing a game called Bento Blocks. It is a free-to-play game. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to play. Basically, we're going to go to tab 1 and we will start here and we'll work our way through each of these. This is basic. This is just a little puzzle solving game. It's pretty straightforward. The first ones are basically you get it, you get 3 stars, and that's it. Now I have played this, and to be completely transparent, I played this to get a sense of how to play, and I worked my way all the way through these and then into the second tab here, or second sheet right here. And I got a couple of these in here before I started getting some that were a little bit more challenging, a little bit more fun. So I want to hammer my way through these pretty quickly. I also want to talk to you about something going on with the channel specifically. I have finally. Oh, one other thing before I interject with this, you can build it if you're not quite sure how to do it right next to it to confirm that you've got it right before you lock in anything, before you put anything. Also, you can move stuff here and then move it to a different location, or you can move it in and move it out. There's you're not locked in once you place it. Anyway, what I was saying is that I am eager to change the name of my channel, and I have finally decided what the new channel name is going to be, and I'm going to make that change next Saturday. Next Saturday, I'm going to drop it. I'm going to go ahead and officially change the title of the channel so that I've got, so that it'll be a little more appropriate, since we're not doing stock market or math related stuff at all. Now you can see, back to the game, I've got a little cutter right here, and it'll cut exactly 1 square. I cannot rotate it. I can't try and drop it into a different spot so it's going vertical. I have 2 cuts. I have to make a cut, move it, and then make a cut. Use both my cuts, and now I can drop it. Like I said, there's basically, you either get it 4 by 2, 3 by 3 with 1 missing in the middle. There we go. This is a fun little puzzle solving. I have to say it's super relaxing. Like, I played it last night, and I just sat and whoops. I actually thought this was a different one. So let me reset that. I've got 2 cuts. I'm going to come down 3, cut it, come down 3 more, cut it, and then move this. And as you can see, if you make a mistake and you didn't mean to do something, you can always hit the reset and it'll do it. Okay? This is starting to get a little bit more challenging. I have 2 cuts. I've got a 4 by 3. Basically, what I want to do is, if I cut this little bit off here, I can't cut this one and this one in half. Have it fit properly. Because if I drop this right here, that's right, I remember this. That's right there, right there, and we're done. Let's see, how many more do we have to go through? We're almost to the point where we're getting to the second tab. Now, this is a little bit thicker, or a little bit longer, so you can cut 2 at one time, and that counts as 1 cut. This in here and in here, and then get a rag and clean up my rice. Okay, so we have a 4 by 3 and a 2 by 4, and then this little Tetris looking piece right here. I think what I'm going to do is come here and cut this right here. And what this is going to allow me to do is drop this here, and slide this at the bottom. Hit the continue button and clean up the rice. Yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. Really. I've got 2 cuts. Cut that, move this down here, and cut right there, and there we go. All done. Hit continue and clean up the rice. Now this one, it was a little bit trickier, right? This hole corresponds to a hole right there. So you think, well, what do I do? Like, how do I resolve that issue? Because I don't want, I can't cut just that hole out right there. Otherwise, it would be perfect. 'Cause all I need to do is just take this little piece here and put it right here. But you're given 2 cuts and a super duper extra long cutter. So let's go ahead and cut that, and then cut that right there. This will slide in here. This will take the middle, and this will fit the 2 bits up and down. Hit continue and clear the rice. So I've cleared the first level. Let's go ahead and move on to the second level. Now, I don't remember exactly where I think this is the last guy that I did. So this is pretty easy. Just cut it right there. Move it over. Hit continue and clean up the rice. All right. This guy's a little trickier because he doesn't quite fit. He's already too long, both on 2 ends. Now, I do get 2 cuts. So what I think I'm going to do is just kind of cut this guy off right here and cut this guy off right here. Drop that in. Drop the little piece of shrimp right there. And there we go. Hit continue and clean up the rice. This one took me a while. I couldn't figure out how to do this. And the trick with it is that you get 2 cuts, but when you perform a cut, both happen at the same time. Now, I don't remember exactly what the solution was for this. I think I cut here and I cut here, and this is 1 cut. And then I think what I did is I went here, and I went here. And I think there's probably a lot of different solutions for this one. But that's just what I did, or I'm not even sure if that's what I did last time. It doesn't look great with all of the extra cuts in there, but it does. All right, so yeah, this will be the last one that I do. This one right here, and this will be a singular cut. And then they just go in the opposite corners right here. This is, it's a fun, relaxing game. You don't have to impress anybody. You just sit, play, and solve puzzles. All right, I have 1 cut, and I need to for sure cut this right here. So this is going to go in this corner, right? And then we would have these 4. I also need this guy so that he can go right there. You know what I think the trick is? I think the trick is to cut it from there. Because I think this guy actually goes down here, and this guy goes down here. If I do this, we're going to drop you here, you up here. You fill that block, and we are done. Nice, fun little challenge. Okay. So this thing doesn't quite fit, right? We've got 2 cuts, and we've got double blades like this. So I have extra. Oh, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus I've got these 2 right here. So how do I have... That doesn't make any sense. I've got too many rice pieces. Like that's 11, and this is obviously not 11. So that means I'm going to have some extra here. Plus, actually, I've only got 2 pieces of shrimp, but 3 pieces of shrimp right here. If I cut this right here, I know I still have that one. What I was trying to do is cut that guy out, and then that'll let me drop the whole thing in. But this piece would, because this piece would have to slide here, and that's not going to work. So let's start with this piece, right? Because I need to have this. It's got to take that spot, right? Now the question is, with 1 more cut, how do I... Oh, I don't think I can do it. I was going to cut this guy out, but it won't fit. Yeah, I think I've made a mistake. Let me try that again. So if I cut here and here, what does this do for me? I have this piece which can't go anywhere. I have this piece which can't go anywhere. If I cut this right here, this could fit into this block right here. But then I still, let's try, what is it going to do? It's not going to do that because I don't have a separate. That's not going to work. Huh. This one is a little bit more challenging. I'm assuming I'm just going to have some extra rice balls left, or rice chunks left, and I'm going to be able to solve it with just extra pieces. This would be easier if this was just rotated and this one. Then it'd be much simpler. That's not good. Let's try and see what happens. What I was thinking is that would go right there, but then this just doesn't fit at all, right? And even if I cut this right here so it could fit in right there. Oh, that's it. I think I got it. Is that right? So this, yeah, that's it. That's it. This goes right here. This piece goes right here. And that mushrooms go right there. Yeah, that was cool. That was clever. So I don't know what this opening is, right? Maybe this one is pretty straightforward and it's just teaching a new concept. Okay. That did not work. This is one piece, so I cannot cut it. Oh, I got it. Cut it right there. That takes up that spot. And yeah, that works. So it doesn't have to be, if it doesn't have that solid block right there, or that solid edge right there, then it can just hang out on the end. Boom. Now let's clean up the rice. All right, this will cut 3, this will cut 1. I've got a 2 by 3. So if I cut right here, what will that get me? What I was thinking is, can I make this into this? But then this is very challenging. Oh, I think I might see it. Let's try that, and I'm going to move that right there, okay? And then what I want to do is I want to cut. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. That'll work because okay. I think there are a couple of ways to solve this. What I'm trying to do is, let's do it. That goes right like that because it doesn't have a solid box. It doesn't have to stay in. But I can put it right there. I think there were a lot of ways to solve it. That one was pretty straight. So I don't see anything that's anywhere here that's got this combination, right? Now I can cut here, here, and here. This one, I think, has to go right here, right? And I think what I'm thinking is I cut right here. No, because there's, maybe that goes right there. Does that solve? That doesn't solve my problem, though. See, I can't cut this bottom guy out. So if I cut here, I got to use this piece right here to go right here. But then I don't have any way of filling that in. I go, oh, I did not mean to do that. You know, let's try that again. I didn't mean to. What I'm thinking is if I cut right here, I can't stack these, right? I can't rotate it. See, if I put that right there, there's just no combination that works. Oh, that's it. How did I have that? I got it. It dawned on me. That goes right there. It doesn't work because it doesn't fit. Never mind. Nope. Can't do anything with this guy. This just takes up too much space. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fail. Let's try one more time. Let's cut it here. I'm just going to use that right there. But I can't cut that shape. What I need, this needs to go here. Or okay. So what I'm thinking is that if I cut right here, oh no. So I was thinking I could put it like this, but then this shrimp is in the wrong spot, right? If I came at it from the top, there's no combination where I can get shrimp that are going to match up because there's no diagonal shrimp. And I cannot rotate the blade. So if I cut it here, then I can use this one. Oh, well, okay. So what I was going to say is if I cut it right here, I could put it right there. And that would take the bottom two, but it doesn't work for the top. And if I cut it right there, I can't stack it on top of each other, right? Well, that doesn't work. That was just a dumb move. And then I can't stack that yet. Okay. This is a fun puzzle. Kind of exhilarating. So there's nothing, this guy in the middle, this is the only one that's in the middle. But I know I can't like cut it here and then use this because this piece would be wrong. So what I have to do is I have to use either this piece, or this piece. And just have it sit below it. I cut it right there. This piece can go here. That won't work. No combination where I can leave this here, where I can cut this and have to get right there. So I go right there. Oh, I got it. I think I finally got it. That goes right there. Awesome. That was a fantastic puzzle. I loved it. Now let me see how far into this. This is the last one for level 2, and this is going to be a quick video. I'm just going to do two levels right here and call it a video. And if people like this and watch it and like it, then I'll do more. So this is a 3x3, and this is a 5x5. So if I cut right here, I'll isolate this guy. And my intention is to try and cut there's no way to cut a big chunk out of the middle. So what I'm saying is like, I can't cut here and cut just this middle piece out with two cuts. Like if I did here and here, I can't cut this around and then cut this middle piece out. So I've got to do something. If I do that and that, what does it give me? Not a whole lot. That is not it. I think I might just have to start cutting and trying stuff to see what I get. Let's see, what do I get here? You know, I think I should have. Let's try that again. I'm gonna have to do something to cut one of these guys out. Right, and then is there any way to cut along here? What I was thinking is I could put it right in there, but I realized I've got that covered stuff. And I can't go like that. I was hoping that would take that last corner piece and it would go right. But it's obviously not. I'm gonna have to cut. What I was thinking is that maybe I should stop thinking of it vertically. Start thinking. Well, what I mean is that I keep focusing on these cuts, and I'm not really sure how to explain that. I had an idea, but I couldn't figure out what to do with it. If I cut here and here, right, and then I cut here and here. This doesn't break out, so I can't. Yeah, that didn't work. So I'm not seeing any great way to just cut the edges. If I cut right here, right, I can use there. So I can obviously use that. And I can't use that. Let's try here and here. What I'm just thinking is if I try different combinations, yeah, that doesn't work because I'm still back to that. To be able to rotate them. Yeah, same thing. Okay. I cut that. this give me anything else? Right, that covers that. Nope, there's just nothing there. All right, let's try this again. This is getting complicated enough that um, I'm thinking, what is the last? Can't use that to cut anything. I This is getting complicated enough that I'm thinking, if this is only sheet two, sheet four or sheet seven is going to be much more complicated. How do I cut this out? Nope. 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 That was nothing. I was just randomly trying stuff. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. And I cut a hole here. This isn't going to help though, because I'll get one side. It'll go right here. That's great. But I don't have any way to use this. So there are 9 spots in the middle, and there are 9 spots here. Out of curiosity, what happens if I cut here and then cut it here? So we're basically cutting out the middle, right? But the problem is that then I've completely surrounded the shrimp, but I don't have a way of dropping that shrimp in. I wonder if this means at some point I've just got to remove a singular shrimp. So, like, somehow this doesn't do anything to create. This won't cut another piece. All I can do is cut like right here. Then this doesn't do any. This piece doesn't. I mean, this won't go in here, and I'll have a bunch of open spots. Yeah, that's not. I think I was closer when I did this. So this is what I did the last time. Right here. This is obviously out. We're back to the same problem, right? And I need to use this smaller one here and here to get the singular piece out. I cut this right here. I wonder if I can cut it along here and get a vertical section. What would this do? Anything? Well, how many other ways are there? I can try something here where I'm cutting off. I wonder if I could cut. What would happen? Oh, what I was thinking was, what happens if I cut like here and then here, right? So this is obviously nice, but it doesn't I can't get this in right because I can't rotate it. And there's no way to lay this down to configure it correctly. All right. Let's cut it here. And if we cut it there, what does it do? Nothing. Again, we're back to having a piece we can't use. Pieces we can't. And if I do something random over here, it's even worse. Because then I've just got one big blob with two cutouts. What happens if I bring it over? That's reset. More that one. How many overtimes? I think I've tried it. Yeah. Here. This goes right here, but then I ran into the problem that I got this nice cutout. I mean, that just seems like it should be the right way. I put this right here. And then cut here. It gives us different shapes to work with. Nothing. See, this obviously should fit right there. Okay, let's try and reset this. Thinking is here, and then I don't know. Up here. No, that fits right there. But I don't have. Oh, let me try that again. Here. And let's cut this down. So this fits nicely here. This guy goes right here, and this guy goes there. Oh, that was challenging. Let me know if you guys solved that before I did, because okay, so I see the logic behind it now. My assumption was I was trying to relocate big chunks of it when all I really needed to do was relocate one piece. So I had to cut one piece out to be able to slide it down. That's cool. Okay, so now I've finished that. That was a lot of fun. I hope you guys liked it. Oh, more on. Okay, I guess I can't do any more. In that case, I'll just be waiting for this game to come out. I've already added it to my wish list, so when the game comes out, if this video gets a lot of likes, then we will, or gets a lot of views, then we'll go ahead and buy the game and play it when it comes out for real. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one-off video. Have a great day, and game on.